Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Pre-Market News and Views by In the Money Stocks. Today is Tuesday, October 1st, 2013. Thank you all for tuning in. Yes, it is official. The government has shut down, but again, it really affects museums, parks, and things of that nature. I believe the mail is still going to operate. Well, also checks are going to be sent out. Their bills are going to be paid. So, again, I don't know how much we can make out of it. It looks like the futures are up about 3.5 points, despite the government shutdown. Politicians are deadlocked right now. Republicans and Democrats really can't budge. But either way, it doesn't. I don't think it's. I think it's a little bit overblown or a little bit of a bigger deal. I guess it's not if you're out of work for a day or so. That is never a good thing. But either way, right now, officially the government is supposedly shut down, but still many things operating. The military operates. People are getting checks, and also the mail is being sent. So we'll take it for what it is, for what they're talking about. I'm not sure how this whole thing's going to play out, but it looks like once the politicians start to realize they may lose votes one way or the other, then one side will cave in, and then they'll come to some sort of agreement. But in the meantime, futures right now on the S&P 500 are trading higher by 3.5 points, so we'll see where that goes. Looking across the board today in the European markets, remember last night in Asia, the Shanghai is closed for holiday. So we're looking at the European markets today. You'll see the FTSE 100 is down about 0.3%, but the rest of the European Union, and FTSE 100 is not, that's England, they can print their own money. But the German DAX, the French CAC 40, the Milan Index, FTSE MIB, the IBEX 35, which is Spain, all higher this morning. So markets do not seem to be overly concerned with the government shutdown, so we'll just have to take it for what it's worth. The big news today, you do have some stocks out here that we should talk about. First is Walgreens. Walgreens had a big pop after reporting earnings, now selling off. I don't know how low this one is going to actually go, but a level I do like if it gets down there would be around $49. So keep that on your radar. I'm not sure. It's still another 4 points from here. I'm not sure we're going to see that type of decline, but if you do, $49 is a very good near-term support level for Walgreens. So traders want to keep that level on the radar if the equity does get down there. So keep that on the radar. Here we have another one, Merck today. Merck looks like they laid off 8,500 workers. The stock is getting a pretty big pop on the news, but I would not chase Merck up here. There's a ton of resistance up here at this level around the $49 area, $49.50, just a ton of resistance. I doubt the stock has all that much upside left in it today, but nonetheless, I guess they did reaffirm that their overall outlook for the year, but it's never a good thing to see 8,500 people get laid off, especially in a pharmaceutical job. So again, Merck is getting a bid, but I would not chase Merck up here. Stock is very overbought, very extended at these levels. Looking at a couple of other things in the marketplace right now, we have gold getting hammered. Gold is down sharply today. Spot gold is down around $31.50 to $1295.50. Take a look at the GLD this morning. You'll see the reflection in that. GLD is a good proxy for gold. GLD yesterday closed at 128.18. Today it's trading at 125.05. It did trade as low as 124. So again, gold getting hit pretty sharply today. We'll see if it can rebound here, but nonetheless, an ugly morning sell in the precious metal. I'm assuming we're going to see the same thing in SLV. Not quite as sharp, but the SLV, which closed at 20.90, now trading at 20.20. So it's still a 70-cent decline from yesterday's close at the moment. So not a pretty picture with the precious metals, at least at the moment. When we look at oil today, oil is down about 53 cents to 101.80 a barrel. That's light sweet crude. So that light sweet crude down about 53 cents to 101.80 a barrel. You'll see the USO is trickled down a little bit. That's down around 36.64. So that's a slight bit lower this morning. We'll see if oil prices continue to fall, but they've been very weak as of late. Yesterday they did catch a bit off the lows, but nonetheless the chart pattern is not so pretty at this time, and we'll see if oil does proceed to go a little bit lower. We will have a few gap plays out here today, so we're going to have a few gap plays. They'll be posted up in the chat room around 9 o'clock, which is only about 5 or 6 minutes from now. So a couple of gap plays there. They'll be posted up today around 9 o'clock, and we'll see how that plays out. Real quickly, be prepared for some volatility today. You're going to get both sides of the U.S. government speaking. The Republicans will speak at some point. The Democrats will speak at another point. It'll go back and forth. You're going to have a lot of banter between both sides. So be prepared. That could cause a little bit of volatility in the market. On days like today, what I always like to tell the traders at In the Money Stocks is we only trade the best chart pattern setups only. Make sure there's a reason for being in a trade technically, and if it's not there, we leave it alone. We don't need to be involved in it, especially when you get all of this news surrounding us and all of this, this president saying one thing, Congress saying another thing, the Senate is saying another thing. You don't need that headache. Just let the charts tell you what to do, and for the most part, they're going to steer you in the right direction. With that said, everybody, I'm going to leave it here short and sweet. Have a great trading day, and we'll see you on the charts.